30th of August 2013. Left you last night with the engine there like that. Okay, well, we've got it on its own wheel so it can run around, but this back end, sorry, the front end of the clip's going to dip down and hit the floor. We don't want that. I'm going to build a dolly. We've got some little wheels here. We're going to stick them on there like that. We're going to spot those on there like that. We're going to build a square frame first with this flat box section, and then I'm going to put a triangle shape up to this. So it's going to go, I'm going to brace that as a box section, then a triangle with a bolt through there on both sides, and that'll create a stable dolly hopefully. So we're going to take this box section across and get it cut up now. We've got some more there. We're going to build a jig. So we're on. Alright, ready for welding up. Just getting it square using the setting edge there. So we're square, we'll tack that up now. Right, it's the first end welded up. Nice and solid there. Do both ends and then same again for that. Second bar. In there. In there. Away we go. Just check that square, should be. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're happy to be welding again. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. We're happy to be welding again. Oh yeah. Square edge. Boop. Oh yeah, baby. Right, wheel runners going. Right, there's your two wheel bars ready to go to the main bar, and then we just need the verticals. This will have cooled down now, so just about we can grab that. We want to put the wheel bars across there, then there's a vertical, goes up and bolts through that. So that's your skate, so we're going to mock that up now. Nearly done now, just these are just the movable plates, so you can just get the exact position between the subframe there. So that's where the verticals will rest. Just weld them up now and we can set the verticals in position. We're ready to go. That's it, that's the spacing done. Those infill pieces in, that gives us the exact spacing for the front. What we've got to do now is weld up, spin it upside down and get that strong in the middle, and then we're done. Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll? We're back on. We've got Planet Rock, we've got welders. We're happy. We find a welder and we're happy. We're back to how we used to be in the nut house, going crazy, doing crazy stuff, going mad. You've seen the earlier videos, you saw when we all lost the plot. Yes you did. Here we're back losing the plot. We've got the rock. Okay, so this is your front clip jig. Front clip jig. Okay. Hit it. Punch it. Alright, so that's the finished product, so we offer it up now to the subframe. with those nuts and bolts there, and then we should be able to wheel this round the workshop. Let's have a go. Right, pull the engine out of the way. Just leave it on the new dolly. Let's see how she manoeuvres. Okay, it's all on. I'm going to move this engine out of the way. Let's try some movement around, just see how easy it is, so we know that when the engine's on there what it's going to be like, because obviously that weight's going to increase when that engine goes down. I want to make it so that when the engine's sat in that cradle there, I can easily manoeuvre this unit around the work. So it's going to tip backwards, of course, unless you had a stabilising bar at the back, but we can always build another dolly and put it under the gearbox, just a smaller dolly under the gearbox similar to that one, then you've got a complete working rig. So we can look at that as well. Okay, right, that works perfect. Away she goes, wherever you want. But the engine, I can manoeuvre that unit around because we're going to get the engine fully running in the workshop. This will also have the radiator bolted to the front of it, so we're going to fit an extra bar on there for the radiator, so your rad's going to sit there like that in front of the fan, so we could mock up the engine. That serves as a double unit. We'll see what I mean when the engine goes down, but yeah, it's going to be good. That we'll attach to this a separate bolt-on rad bracket, and then we'll fill it up with water, and it's self-contained then. Okay, so that's that. Let's put it back in position now. Show you how easy it is to operate. Just straight across, no problem with that. Manoeuvre quite easy, but just makes life easy, doesn't it? Saves you scratching the underside of all the hard work. Okay, next up, get the engine into the cradle. Next job for tomorrow. Alright, we've painted the bad boy on pop, and there she is. So that's that task done. Put this end cap on here. Now I've got these little plastic caps just to go on the end to finish it off, give it a nice factory look. So just pop these little bump stops in there. I'll put that in now. So that's it, that's the jig done. Get on there, get that engine onto the cradle. Next job, here we go. 31st of August 2013. Power up to the coil, just bolted the coil on temporarily there. Set the distributor up. Get it to top dead centre by shining a torch in your number one piston. So the piston is right at the top, because it can be 180 out. This timing mark down the bottom there hits this timing pointer twice, 180 and 180. It can hit it when that piston is at the bottom, so get the piston to the very top, then that notch lines up, the timing notch lines up when the piston's at the top. That's at TDC. When that's the case, you need to insert the distributor into the body of the engine so that the, let's just show you, I'll show you the main, it's done so that the rotor arm is pointing to spark lead number one. I'm just going to hand crank this round to show you what I mean. Let's go to TDC. Right, look for the mark coming up. See that about 12 o'clock on your screen now, there's the marker there. Right, so that is there. Now what happens is, flip these lids off. Oh, they're tight when you've only got one hand. Camera work's going to be crap because I'm trying to, oh god, I'm trying to talk you through it, lads. I've only got one hand. Right, now look, there's your rotor arm. You can adjust this by the way this body goes in, but the vacuum advance unit should always point back towards the engine, so when you land on TDC. Okay, TDC. And then where's my torque? I'll show you what I mean about the piston. See the pistons there, that silver disc just down the bottom. Right, so that's all aligned, and that should point that way, which is, if you're looking square on at the engine, would be about 8 o'clock. No, what am I on about? 4 o'clock. Right, so 4 o'clock should point to, you put your cap on, and you want to get it so that when the cap lands, that arm is lining up with the body distributor cap. See, look, when I take that out, it's in line, otherwise the spark's going to miss, because you can get this out of sync. And but I did that by lifting the body out and then turning the body to try and get it all to line up. Bit fiddly at first. So we'll drop the cap on. Let's lead one to plug 1. Stick that on there now and clip this down. Right, if I rotate it now, I should be able to go back. I think you can reverse these engines. I've got power on the battery. I think, yeah, I have. Right, so if you don't get this right, you're never going to start your engine up. Okay, so that just sparked then. I'm going to go back and show you again what I mean. Right, as I come up to that top dead centre, you'll see the spark go. It's a bit weak, that, but I can't turn it around by hand. But anyway, that's sparking, and then the order's right. 1, 3, 2 and 4. Sorry, 1, 3, 4 and 2. So you just arrange it then in a clockwise motion. Plug 1, plug 3, plug 4, plug 2. Make sure I arrange them, then hand rotate it, check all your spark plugs spark, and that's that bit done. Next is get your fuel in, so we'll do that next. Right, I'm happy with the ignition setup, so I've got the fuel on and the carb on. What we're going to do next is put the engine on to the clip and just trial it out, so we can get the flywheel on. I think I'll be able to bolt the flywheel on while it's on the clip, rather than try and do it when it's swinging around on this thing, because obviously the engine crane's in the way. So let's get it off the engine crane, and then let's lower it onto that clip and see how it takes on the clip. Probably see the suspension should drop down a little bit. That front subframe I built should pivot as the engine drops, and it'll slightly draw the dolly slightly underneath the clip, which should be okay. Let's see how it all works. It's going to be interesting, this, how it looks in the clip. Okay, I'll set up on the tripod so you can get a view. Off we go. Hiya. The yellow storm, but it's not a yellow storm. Was the yellow storm, but it's not a yellow storm. How's the yellow storm?